ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top, of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
57 mark. 57 mark. Check the out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
on 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Intended Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Dory Jackson on the tackle.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First down, Rams.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Runs like that, this time on the RPO, is why they call him dangerous.
I love the way you drop that in there. His decision-making is what makes it all go, because his ability to process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself downfield after he's gotten all he can out of a sprint.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defense has had better focus on.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Landry. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground is Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And 4.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, defense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
The 24-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw complete to Herndon, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On the pickup.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down now, it's Elliott. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Jake Elliott on quarter.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Javon Kinlaw able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 2nd down. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready?
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
31. Rams 6.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 20. 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Rams 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man here. Sims complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Los Angeles.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. Wilson. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Rams 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 40.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good for our Buccaneers. First down.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
18 Cardinal. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, watch the slant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Complete to Steven Sims. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the